Ladies and gentlemen, I am back at last to continue the Mega Man X series. Now, the last game we played was Mega Man X6, and I fucking hate that game. But now we're moving on to X7 on the PlayStation 2, and X7, everyone else hates that game. A lot of people consider X7 the weakest entry in the series, even though I would disagree and say X6 is. But it's not hard to see why, and I can't disagree with everyone's points. In fact, I would say this is probably my second least favorite of the series, of the X series. Quite the opening, eh? It's just showing you clips of the gameplay we're about to see. It looks like this should be a trailer for the game, not the opening. Oh, and here's the new element of Mega Man X7. As you can see in the top right, we're in 3D mode now. Yes, Mega Man X7 figured that since we're moving into the PlayStation 2 era of gaming, now Mega Man should stop being 2D and enter the 3D realm. Granted, Mega Man Legends did this before X7, but Legends was his own series. Legends could do whatever the hell it wanted because it wasn't a classic or ex-Mega Man game, you know? X7 really took a big risk trying to go 3D, and I think the overall outcome, the overall critique, was that no, this game should not have been in 3D. The 3D only made it easier or more annoying or something, but you know, 3D just doesn't suit Mega Man X. I don't know how to explain it, it just doesn't. The intro stage is obviously trying to pay a homage to the original intro level of the first Mega Man X, what with the Hornet helicopters, the chicken walkers, the highway, the way Zero's like, I can't believe we're back here again. You know, we're back at the old highway, and it's never been so lame to play. Zero is kind of a pussy in this game. I know how in X4, X5, X6, Zero is my favorite character to play, and in X7, because of the 3D, the way the 3D is in this game, it's actually not a good idea to be Zero at all. It's really not beneficial. I find things can fly at you in the wrong direction, and you can't tell how close or how far away you are from an enemy, so you never know if you're going to hit him or not, and you might dash into him by accident. And the 3D really fucks up Zero's groove, I find. Plus, he doesn't have nearly the amount of badass moves he did in X4, X5, X6. He can't do a jumping spiral slash or shit like that. He's definitely the strongest of the three characters, but he's still not the most amazing character to play. Anyway, folks, there's a lot of plot here, and I apologize, but X7 is so fucking slow. Jesus.
We've made this mistake time and time again. Why must Reploids continue this accursed cycle of aggression?
I can't stress enough how much annoying X has become. God, X is annoying in X7, and god fucking damn it, does these cutscenes drag on forever. There's just weird pauses in the cutscenes for no fucking reason. Move it along, game! And believe me, everything about X7 is slow. You should be happy I'm cutting out all the load times that I am, because the load times make this game even longer and even more unbearable to play. For some reason, Alia tells us that we can choose team members, but here's the biggest downfall of X7, folks. Mega Man X, the main fucking character, is not playable yet. Can you fucking believe that? This is Mega Man X7. It's not Axel 7, it's not Zero 7, it's Mega Man X7, and you have to unlock Mega Man X. And what's actually worse about X7 than as opposed to X6 was, in X6, the nightmare creatures were the only ones that could destroy the Reploids. In X7, anything can kill a Reploid. The Boulder could, a Hornet could, anything could kill a Reploid if it's a bad guy. And if that Reploid is killed, guess what? You can't save him again. He's gone for good. He's gone for the rest of the game. Why would you not make X, the main character of the game, available from the start? I don't get the logic. Why, the main character, Mega Man X, why do you have to wait to get him? Why is he not available from the start? I don't get it.
Can you hear me?
It's probably because they overpowered X so much that he makes Axel a useless character by comparison. Seriously, as soon as you get X, I'm going to be ditching Axel and never using him again. And I know people are going to be complaining about that, but fuck you. X is a much better character than Axel in terms of gameplay. And seriously, Axel gives me carpal tunnel. It hurts It hurts mashing that fucking fire button. That's a Dr. Light capsule, and they're back. But here's the stupid thing. In X5, X6, Zero could find a Dr. Light capsule and still give the part to X. And I like that a lot. In X7, no, you have to be X. So we'll have to come back when we actually get X again to find that Dr. Light capsule. Only the person who killed the Maverick gets to see what his ability is. This mini-boss is all kinds of annoying because sometimes he pops out enough that the fight goes by really quickly. Other times, he keeps hiding in his shell so much that the battle goes on and drags on forever. The first homosexual Maverick, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, I have to stress, you have to be grateful that I'm cutting out all the loading times in this game. You have to be very thankful I am. Because Splash 4 Fly's level is the worst example of a level breaking off into load times in any Mega Man game I've ever seen in my life. The level's not exactly that hard, it's not that challenging, but Jesus Christ, why does it have to break into so many goddamn load times? And yeah, that's another big-ass loading time. We've had three. Loading the level after the first mini-boss, and now after the second one. So we have 3 load times so far. There's another thing I don't like about X7. If you want to save all the Reploids, you have to be walking in their general area for them to actually show up. Like the draw distance, I don't know why, they don't show up until you get a certain range close to where they should be, and then they pop up, and it's like really stupid. Like you could see a platform off in the distance and not know whether you want to go there or not, because guess what? There might not be a Reploid there. It's really stupid and I hate it. And with another mini-boss destroyed, you can guess what we're going to have to go through now, but I'm going to edit out. That's right, another load time! That's 4 load times, folks. 4 load times in this one level. You get knocked down a lot. And when you get knocked down, it really ruins the flow. I mean, in no other Mega Man game do you ever get knocked down and stunned. And it's always like a big deal breaker for me, you know? If I get knocked down and then it takes me like 3 seconds to get up, I'm like, ugh, come on. This got in the way of my flow. I was all pumped and ready to play the game, and bah. Well, folks, I'm going to let the audio speak for itself, and hope you liked it. So I'm sorry.
Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground!
Fuck, man! He screams, burn, burn, burn to the ground, burn to the ground, burn to the ground, all the fucking time. It is such an ear rape. I can't believe that. If you don't have his weakness and you're just fucking around with his clones, that goes on for ages. Rydborsky is a clear example of why I think some of the weapon weaknesses in X7 are pretty goddamn stupid. The camera angles in this second half of the stage are very annoying. You have to jump over these pits, and you have to maneuver past all this area. But, like, the camera won't help you, you know? Like, look at this part I'm coming up to here. I have to jump to a platform, and that platform's small. Like, there's no wall to it. It's retarded. The camera angles are fixed, and I hate that because, you know, if you don't know what you're jumping at, it's kind of a pain in the ass. The bottomless pits aren't fun. We're on the last Maverick, folks, Vanishing Gungaroo. And his stage starts off pretty goddamn dark. And yes, we have just run into like 4 or 5 different load times. Fuck X7 and its frequent load times. Why can't you just load one big level? I know this is the PlayStation 2, but Jesus. This level is kind of annoying. Don't worry, the rolling thing won't kill you in one hit if it touches you. But this is an auto-scrolling level. And the thing that sucks about dying in this level, you start over. Like, you start over all of it. What I hate about the X7 game now is that unlike X4, X5, X6, you can't just save at the final level. This is like where you're going to start off if you turn off the game. If you turn off the game and you want to beat the game, this is the level you're going to start off on because, you know, they don't believe in letting you save at the final level again. I don't know why. It's like the first 3 Mega Man X games, but those were on the Super Nintendo. This is PlayStation 2, and this level's fucking long and obnoxious. Oh, and the next level is even longer, and even more obnoxious just because of the fucking load times. Facing off with Red, and it's probably the most annoying boss fight in the game. I remember dying to this guy so many fucking times when I first tried this. It was bullshit. Basically, you have to maneuver past all of these platforms in order to fight Red. You fall in the pit, you die. Instant kill, right? In fact, I think it happens right here. Yeah, I figured I'd leave this kill in just cuz. You're in a 3D space where you have to constantly move the camera with L1 and R1. You're jumping from platform to platform around a bottomless pit. And, you know, Red loves to teleport all over the place, so you're constantly looking for him, too, which is always a pain in the ass. No, Red! You can't die! You're coming with us! Oh, Jesus. You know, I didn't think they were able to top X4's stupid death scene with Iris. You know, what am I fighting for? But yet, Axel's horrible voice actor managed to do it, you know? Managed to do it. No! You don't say no when your fucking best friend is going to die. Jesus. I can't stress enough how bad the load times are, and the upcoming Maverick fight, the Maverick refight, the boss rush, load times in between every time you go to fight a Maverick and you go back to the room to choose which Maverick you want to fight. Big Bad Sigma back again for the big final battle. His first form is the hardest fucking boss fight in the entire universe. To get this, you have to stand on a block. You have to be Zero, you have to equip the V-hanger, right? And get this. Basically, folks, I'm not kidding, I didn't cheat this boss, I do this all the time. I didn't glitch him, I didn't cheat the AI, you know, this is how it works. Stand on that one block, keep spamming V-hanger, and Sigma can't do shit. If he's in the background, he gets hit. If he's in front of you, he gets hit. I thought the first Sigma fight in X6 was a joke, right? His zombie form, because he was so weak and he was so, like, easy to beat. Somehow X7 proved me wrong. X7's like, oh no, we got the easiest Sigma boss fight, fucker. We'll prove X6 wrong. X7, it's bland as hell. I don't know if you found it bland or boring, or if my commentary helped make it more exciting, but there's something about X7 that just didn't blow me away, you know? I found the game pretty damn easy. I didn't find it that threatening. Even the Sigma Castle was pretty bare bones easy, and I don't know. I think it's a combination of the long load times, the slowness of the game, and just the weird misfire that was 3D gameplay, you know? Mega Man X should never have been in 3D.